Alright, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to another Hero House Reviews. Quite a big one today as we're looking at the Marvel Legends Maximum Series Spider-Man. And this guy has caused a whole host of controversy, mostly because, people want to know, is he worth the price they're asking? A big influence of that is whether you can score him for the base price, because I think he's sold out everywhere in the UK at the moment. I just got very lucky and stumbled on one in my local Forbidden Planet, which I also get a discount at, so I managed to get him at a discounted price. And I would lean to, if you can get him at the base price or at a discount, maybe the swath of accessories that you get with him are kind of enough to justify the price. But then, he's not flawless as you'd expect him to be. I mean, is he the best Spider-Man Marvel Legends has put out? Articulation-wise, I don't think he is. He still moves well, but it's not the best articulation. And there's some paintwork going on there that's a little bit janky. But that isn't to say it's not a great figure that I didn't have a lot of fun posing with. I mean, the sheer volume of accessories you get and the sort of way they're quite different from each other and from what we've gotten before is awesome. So you've got his sort of web shooter hands, where he's taken off the gloves. That's a cool thing to have. The Peter Parker head, I understand a lot of people don't like it. It does remind me a bit of Woody from Toy Story, so I can see where those questions are coming from. This web that he's got, the long swingy webs, I think it would have been better if they had a wire in them. I mean, as it is, they're just like loose floppy plastic. They look good, but there's you can't really bend them into a pose. It makes him holding them quite difficult. It's a questionable choice why they didn't put a wire in there. Then you've got the extra effects like the shield, I think. That's very well done. I really like the shield. Beyond the shield, you've also got the branching out web, which looks great. You've got the extra hands that are shooting bits of web out of them, like this. They're all really nice little accessories that really amplify the playability of this guy. And then you've also got the spider sense thing, which they could have done cheaper with this, but they didn't. So I appreciate that they haven't cheaped out on that particular area. We also get an extra head, but for the life of me, I can't actually see a difference between these two heads. Did I get one that just came with two, or is this him like in a shocked face? I guess that's rounder and less angular? I don't know, I don't think there's enough difference there to even justify that as an accessory. It's just, I have two same heads to this figure. But, there we are. Color scheme wise, I think this is how I envision Spider-Man. I mean, I think the McFarlane look is very, very stuck in my head. I like the darker colors, the darker red, the darker blue especially. Yeah, it's nice. Nicely painted back. Decently painted front. I can't notice on mine the web lines being particularly uneven or unprinted, like no quality issues there. But why, on such a priced figure, have they not painted under his arm there? Why is that not blue? That just really stands out, and you can see there's a little scuff under there as well. That sucks. And people are just going to be extra harsh on this figure because, it's meant to be a sort of deluxe release. Alright, let's dive into the articulation. Nope, refocus. Head-wise, he can do its 360 with his neck. It's two separate joints, so he's got that motion there, but that's so he can get some attitude. Can only look that far up. Can look that far down, so it's not the best range of neck motion. He's got this butterfly joint, so he can get his arms quite far back. He can get them very far forward. Shoulder will get you 90 degrees, perhaps a tiny fraction more. Bicep swivel. Double jointed elbow will give you more than 90. This forearm disconnects, so you can attach the forearm hands that have the web shooters. These hands are hinged. He comes with, I think, something like 10 hands. It's a really good hand selection. He's got this diaphragm joint up top that has movement. It's not the best, but he can go wiggle. Then you've got the ab crunch, so he can look forward that far. It can bend back that far, and it's not a hideous gap there, but the torso is not as smooth as it could be. But again, it's not awful. Nothing about this figure is awful. So I think the hatred it's getting is the price. But it's still, it's solid enough release. That's the splits. So I can't do the full Van Damme, but it's doing quite a decent splits. But I hate the hips they've used. They come down, give you that awful gap. You can push them back up. Don't know why they've done them like that. Doesn't look great. Hasn't really increased the range of motion at all. Comes forward that much. Doesn't go back that much. You've got a nice thigh swivel. Double jointed knees. Gives you way more than 90. Now if you can end it back. Then you've got a shin swivel. Foot can go down that much. And then you've got a nice toe hinge. Can't really go up. And the pivot's a little steep. But there. So, where do we land on this guy? I love the accessories. I think he has loads of playability. Size-wise, I think he's quite good for Marvel Legends, especially Spider-Man. I think the physique is good. He's as muscular as he should be. That's him next to Hammerhead. And this is him next to Tombstone, if I can get Tombstone out of the cables he's tied up in. Not for kinky reasons. And Tombstone's quite a bit taller. But yeah, size-wise, I think this is good. I think it's a nice look for Spider-Man. It's my favorite Spider-Man from the Marvel Legends line, but then I don't own any others at the moment. I sold them all. And Spider-Man's not one of my favorite characters. But for me, this is how he should look. And it's a nice release. If you can get it at its right price, I would say 4 out of 5. It's not perfect, but it's good. 4 out of 5. Let's dive into the pictures and wrap this up. One sec.
Howdy everyone, and thanks for watching my video. If you liked what you saw here, you might consider picking up my books, Knaves on Waves and Enemies of All Mankind. They're a fantasy series that tells the story of a daring pirate crew as they attempt to topple an evil empire. It's got sword fights, sorcery, humour, drinking, all the good stuff that you enjoy. The links are in the description below, so please pop on round and maybe pick yourself up a copy or two. Give me some feedback if you can, and yeah, I look forward to hearing your thoughts. As always, thank you for your time and all the best. Bye.